We were yesterday in Caciulata. Today there might be a somber tone because in the present I'm expecting a hard day, chaos, to quote the thinker of the day, rising star of academia, Jordan Peterson, with his psychological interpretations of the biblical stories. He associates God with order and how the devil with chaos. Interesting. It's almost getting me interested again in religion, which I have rejected for so long. And some of the arguments are quite pertinent and more than reasonable, convincing. I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, I knew before. Looks like I'm not talking Kalimanesh, but maybe for a while. Talking some books read over the past years. Karen Armstrong, the ultimate expert on religion, they said, argues in the case for God, I think, that I've looked into some of the books she has on Islam too, as I said, the case for God, that those who are creationists do more harm to religion than non-believers do, insisting on, well, 7 days, it says it's 7 days, and 6,000 years, not more, and so on. Literally, no, she says these were times of myths. So we're talking significant symbols here, not literally, and in that way, looking at these stories and the idea of conceptualizing the proper thing to do, praying that you do it, and trying to be good and trying to follow in the footsteps of models like Jesus, Noah, to be strong when there's trauma, tragedy, and chaos is threatening. These are very good concepts, yes. So chaos maybe today, they're supposed to repair the gates, and I'm along with these guys, and then some delivery comes later and they shout when they're alone, so we'll see. And I can't stand them for too long, I would say. Well, we'll see. Caciulata, Kalimanești. I was the shepherd. What's that, with Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction? I will strike down upon thee with great fury and great vengeance and furious anger at those who betray my brother, and you will know I am the Lord. So I was shepherd to some people from Israel that had come to cure themselves with mineral waters to drink, with diamagnetics, with magnetic fields in which they lay, with the massages and whatnot, a treatment thing result. And it looked like it would be boring. But then Nicole was there one day evening, maybe. She was out in front of the Caciulata Hotel, I think. And she was stunning. I mentioned yesterday, vibrant, slim, dark. Maybe she was a gypsy. It might well be. She had the energy, she had the vitality, she had the nomadic inclination, the savoir-faire in some ways. Oh, I think the guy came. I'll have to interrupt if it's for me. No, it's not yet. Oh, and thank God, Alhamdulillah. Because I would have to lock everything up, get the boys in. I don't know how much current they need. I don't have the money with me. Anyway, she let me naked. So, and she went off. I mean, that's the way to do it. Plus, it's a big expense going there, doing this, doing that. We're doing too much in a pandemic. But what can I do except moan and whine here? If I do it in real life, let's say, it will have other consequences. It will make things worse. Quarrels over I don't know. I was thinking earlier that maybe it would be better if the house is sold and take half the money, and because it will not, with this regime of changing all the time, adding, buying, spending there, here, it's too much. So what I was saying, what were we talking about? Caciulata. So yeah, that's, you see, well, that's one reason to try and immerse in this thing, because what's around is too much, too overwhelming at times. It's in fact flowing or overflowing into this, which is supposed to be the application of a few of the rules of happiness, one of which is to reminisce, think of the good things of the past, which will then bring happiness, positivity into the future, hopefully, but into the present. So instead of doing that and thinking Nicole as a magnetism, as the weight, the heavy burden of paying, and he gave me a figure. The guy who came earlier, this one, oh, it's 200 for the work. It's I need to take the lock, and then the materials, and then there's a trip to. So this day might end up costing, let me think, 700-800 lei. If every day is like this, we don't forget the pandemic. We need economic boom to survive. But who can I tell about this except you? If I say in the afternoon, you spoil me, you don't let anyone enjoy a little. You have to spoil it. You have to. Okay, Nicole. She had her mother like next door. I'm not sure. This Caciulata, I think it's where I was based, and then there's Calimanești, the thing where the mother had a room with her daughter in the unit of the hotel of the syndicates, union of workers in Romania of the textile industry or whatever. And then I had to travel once in a while by bus to Olanești, and what else? There's another thing, Govora, because there were some Jewish people there. So yeah, one guy committed suicide, threw himself in the Old River. Old River is right next to the hotels and flows through the gorges there, and also through these villages, resorts, Calimanești, Caciulata. And Termina was a wild time with Nicole. But let's finish this here and perhaps continue tomorrow, if we survive the chaos of the day, and if I'm not taken to the jail of the indebted because I can't pay this guy with his big bill.